All right, let's cut down to the chase. You're recording from inside a tin can being rolled down the stairs? Then we've got to talk, because what I have in my hands here is essentially a get out of jail free card. Now I know what you're thinking, another wireless mic. Listen, I've been through enough microphones to have wallpapered a small apartment. So this BOYAMIC 2 kit is a beast. It comes with 2 transmitters, a receiver. It plays well with everything from iPhones to Android to computers to DSLR cameras. And these things have earned their spot within my gear. And trust me, within 30 seconds of your using this, you'll realize that your old setup isn't just obsolete, it's an actual historical artifact. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty because that's why you're here. First off, let's talk about the build quality. This charging case alone is so solid. This thing feels like it was built by like a German engineering team. It's solid, it's sleek, it cradles these guys perfectly in there. And as solid and engineered as this feels, when you pull out one of these receivers, they are so lightweight. Now, not lightweight with the plasticky, terrible feel, but lightweight, like really designed well. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm gonna show you in this video, physically small. Hey, I'm gonna break in for 2 seconds and ask you to please hit that hype button right now. It is so important, a brand new feature here on YouTube. So I told you I have a lot of audio gear. So let's say you have the DJI Mic 2. This is the size of the Rode Me receiver. This is a beast compared to this. And let's talk transmitters. You tell me, which is more discreet, this Rode Me Pro or this BOYA 2? Which one seems like it would be more discreet on your shirt? You can even compare it favorably. Look at that, compared to the DJI, which is typically a very small mic. Look how small this transmitter is. This includes AI noise cancellation. I'm not talking about, yeah, it kind of has noise cancellation. I'm talking about, I do a lot of shooting out in my backyard next to a beautiful pool, which has a waterfall and makes an incredible amount of background noise. And it was so successful at eliminating that background noise. I mean, it was really good. Then there's the 32-bit float. Now, I know your eyes are glazing over. We've all heard that 32-bit float all over and over again as being magical, and you don't understand why. In a little bit of a way, I don't technically understand why, other than I know there's a wide range of data being recorded, right? So you can whisper or you can scream in it, and you're not going to get clipped audio. You can fix it in post because you have such a wide amount of data being recorded in that 32-bit float. For real, you can really mess up your audio settings and still save yourself with the data that's on board here. Now, I will, in all fairness, say it's not necessarily that easy to take that screwed up audio and fix it, but with a little bit of practice, you can do it too. It really is a nice plus. The receiver here has an AMOLED display, which is nice and bright and easy to see. Gives you all the key information you need, like recording status, battery, audio levels, all those things right here. Super easy to see. It's nice and bright, so you can even see it in the day, in the sun, which is good here in Southern Florida. And do you have range anxiety? They claim 984 feet. I didn't try to do that. I didn't even try to test that. I don't see any point in that. But I will tell you, just so you know, if you know anything about the channel, Nikki and we do travel vlogs, that kind, and there are frequently times where I need to have one of these and be standing off to the side, and Nikki's wearing the other one, and she's maybe standing near a waterfall and we're having a conversation about it. I'm shooting the content, she's in front of the waterfall. We need to be pretty far apart. Never anything like 984 feet, but we didn't have anything drop ever. Shoot video of Nikki demonstrating something on the other side of the pool. We had no issues whatsoever, and I think that's really the important test. Battery life is always an important test, and you get a full 54 hours using this case, which is a little bit why it feels like such a heavy solid piece, because it does have a nice sized battery in there to keep you going. 54 hours is like a ton of time that you could use these. So a couple common questions that I've seen in researching this. Number one was, how well does it work with iPhones? And I can tell you I have no freaking idea. I don't do anything iPhone. I can tell you I did plug it in with the wire included right into my Android phone, and it picked it up instantly, recognized, and started using it as the recording device. So that part I know is amazing for Android users. Can't speak to the iPhone things other than I saw the answers were all very positive online. A second very common question I saw was, is the AI noise cancellation too aggressive? Because I know from some devices I've used, and I also know even in post, sometimes when you try to do that noise cancellation, you start to sound like a tinny little robot. I didn't find that at all with this. It seemed to be very precise in terms of the levels that it was cleaning up. I didn't have any issues. It sounded natural, sounded good, and it didn't sound like my waterfall from the backyard. The third question that I really wanted to bring to you was, I've seen people asking whether you could record on the microphone itself, as well as transmit to your either cell phone or to your camera, and you absolutely can. So you get that dynamic 32-bit recording here, but at the same time, you're recording on whatever native device you're using. So it's like a super security blanket, as if the 32-bit float wasn't enough. Now you have both versions of the recording. So who is this for? Let me tell you, this is a serious kit for serious creators, but at the same time, you do not need any kind of like sound engineering degree to operate this. It really, nice in that gap, right? Where you could want to make quality, interesting content where number one, you don't have to be standing next to each other. Number two, you want that AI noise cancellation, the safety of that 32-bit float in case you mess up a setting, but at the same time, get that great audio sound, which we all know the video seems like it would be king, but audio is king. You gotta have that great audio if you're gonna make a great video. I'll tell you what, there's a link on the screen where you could go get this right now. I can tell you, you cannot possibly go wrong with this. I've really been very thrilled with it, and I'm going to continue to use them. In particular, I really love the small compact size. If that link's not on the platform you're on, down in the description, there's a link in the description. Please use that. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You cannot possibly go wrong with this. Remember to like, subscribe. If you have any questions about this, feel free to put them in the comments. Hey, I hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next video.